Most people try adding their EBT card to a shopping app and expect it to work instantly. But then they get stuck on errors, missing options, or checkout issues. Here's the truth no one tells you. Adding an EBT card to the Walmart app is simple, but only if you follow the correct setup process in the right order. Quick, promise. In the next few minutes, you'll learn exactly how to add your EBT card to the Walmart app in 2026, how to avoid common mistakes, and how to make sure it actually works at checkout without confusion. Let's start with the basics. Walmart supports EBT payments for eligible grocery items in select states. This means your card can be used for approved food purchases, but only if your account and store setup are correct. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Most users fail not because their card is invalid but because their account or delivery settings are not properly configured before they try to add payment. So step 1 is setup. Open the Walmart app and sign into your account. Make sure your address is added correctly, because EBT eligibility depends on your location and participating stores. Step 2 is selecting the right store. The app automatically chooses a store, but not every store supports EBT online payments. If your store is incorrect, the EBT option may not appear at all. But here's the problem most people miss. They try adding the card before confirming eligibility in their store settings, which causes the option to disappear or not show up. Step 3 is going to the payment section. When you start checkout, look for payment methods. If EBT is supported in your area, you will see an option to add an EBT card for eligible grocery items. Step 4 is adding your card details. Enter your EBT card number carefully. Double-check every digit because even a small error will cause the card to fail at checkout. Now, here's a key detail. EBT only applies to eligible grocery items. Non-food items like cleaning supplies, household goods, or delivery fees cannot be paid with EBT. The app automatically separates these costs at checkout. Step 5 is verifying your order breakdown. You will usually see 2 totals. One for EBT-eligible items, and one for non-eligible items. You may need a secondary payment method for the remaining balance. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine John orders groceries like bread, milk and fruits, along with paper towels. His EBT card will cover the food items, but he will need another payment method for the non-food products. Now here is a smart tip. If the EBT option does not show up, try switching your store, updating your address, or restarting the app. These 3 steps fix most visibility issues. Also make sure your app is updated to the latest version. Older versions sometimes hide payment options or show incomplete checkout screens. So, to wrap it up, adding an EBT card in the Walmart app is all about correct setup, eligible store selection, and careful checkout review. If this helped you understand the process, like the video, comment with your experience, and subscribe for more simple step-by-step guides like this.